Hi, welcome to GlaucomaHope.com. My name is Al Morenton. I'm the founder of GlaucomaHope.com. Okay, so I wanted to make an introductory video to share the purpose of this blog and like why I started it and what to expect. Okay, so basically, for those that have glaucoma, there's really nothing out there, right? There's no hope, no answers, there's nothing. So I've done the searches. I've had this for a while, and there's not a lot of information. Everything basically sucks, right? So, like I said, I have glaucoma. I want answers. So now I'm on the search. Okay. And here's a little bit of my quick story. I've had high pressure in my eyes my whole life. Ever since I've got it tested. Um, had glaucoma for a few years, whatever. And a couple years ago, I figured out how to stop it, how to like manage it. Not improve it, but just stop it where it was at, right? So everything was fine. It just kept going with that, and just enjoyed life. I had a little limited vision in my right eye, but the vision I had was good, so it wasn't progressing anymore. So I was fine with that. Okay, so but something changed, right? So what I use is there's a limited supply of it. Okay, or there was, and um, that supply basically ran out. And if you don't manage your glaucoma with something, then it's going to progress. So running out was not a good thing. It happened before, but it only was about 3 days, and I was fine. But this time, it was about 7 days that I went without the medication, and it's not actually a medication; it's a holistic thing. But to me, it's a medication. Um, but yeah, so anyways, I after about 3 days, you'll feel your vision starting to go. It's the um and it's sucks, right? So you have to, something you have to manage, just like with the pharmaceutical medications. You got to take those things every day, or else the stuff just creeps in. That's like known. So same thing with holistic stuff too. You got to keep on doing it. When I ran out after about 3 days, I could feel crowding. And then, well, I'll go into that with other videos, but long story short is about day 7, like a bunch of crazy shit happened. Like I was lost almost all my vision in my right eye, and a bunch of pain and all kinds of crazy shit. I thought I was literally fucked, right? And like I was gonna have to be like that, just put up with that, right? Especially the pain, not just the vision loss. But thankfully, I there was a silver lining, and a friend of mine actually works in the industry where my missing ingredient is, right? And he actually is works in that department. So he has like what right now is an abundance of that supply of that. And he gave it to me, and the stuff works quick, right? Like the when you stop doing stuff to manage glaucoma, it'll start creeping in right away in a matter of just a couple days. But when you find something that'll stop it, it'll um, it'll work quickly. It's not going to work take like 10 months to work or something. It'll work in a matter of a day or two, even in hours. So and you could feel it. So I was able to meet up with him on that same day on a weekend at a friggin' parking lot, at a Target, and got my stuff, and it worked, right? Like it started working. So I thought I was fine. I thought it was okay, you know. Those changes happened, and the fear with glaucoma is when changes happen and they're bad, you might not get back what you lost, right? So that's sort of the really scary thing. But um, I took my stuff again, and my vision cleared up, and I even got even crisper than it was before. My left eye is good. My right eye is the one that's screwed up. There's high pressure in both eyes, though. They're both going to go at some point, right? So, anyways, so some changes did happen, and my vision came back, right? And so I was like, cool, this is awesome. I'm just gonna ride the wave and just enjoy life again. But something happened, right? That change that happened beforehand. Um, I woke up about 2 weeks after getting my stuff again and having things in place, and I was completely blind in the right eye, and just like a white shimmer, like completely, like nothing, no shadows, no nothing, right? And this is just a few days ago, like 4 days ago. And so I just started, you know, obviously you're like, this is fucked, whatever, blah, blah, blah. When it didn't come back, like all day, it didn't come back. About 1 a.m. that night, I started to see some shadows. But what I did was I just took a little bit more of my stuff, and I'm holistically minded, so I started just doing a bunch of healthy nutrition kind of things and started slowly getting my vision back. And it's weird because changes are happening now, and sometimes changes are good, sometimes changes are bad, especially when you're doing things nutritionally and holistically. So that's why I'm making this blog right here, or this YouTube channel, or whatever it's going to be, right? I'm making to let people know what happens and what happens to me, as I'm doing this, as I'm writing this out and seeing what happens. And I'm developing a protocol for this, right? And because there is a holistic approach that needs to happen. What this told me was that, like, my little missing ingredient, I was dependent so much on it that I forgot about the other holistic things I was doing. So for the past 2 weeks, I just depended on it, and then everything else went. So you can't just depend on one thing with anything, with medications, and when you're trying to cure anything, when you're trying to just prevent yourself from something, like even cancer, whatever. There's not one thing. It's a multitude of things done, correctly in a beneficial manner that's going to help you to achieve success, which for glaucoma is just managing and stopping. We'd like to improve, but you want to actually just stop it and manage it. If we could do those two things, then we're way ahead of the game, because there's nothing out there that I've seen that tells you how to fucking do that, right? I figured out how to do that for me. My vision is back to, instead of being crowded though, it's here. There's a weird change happening. My vision sort of opened up a little bit, the peripheral vision, because it was crowded pretty severely, but the overall vision isn't crisp anymore. It's like blotchy, or almost like what I guess what that Swiss cheese thing is, where there's certain spots where I could see clear, and others where it's just faded, like white, right? In my right eye. My left eye is like badass. I might have to wear glasses or whatever, but my vision is crisp, better than it's ever been in years, and all this kind of stuff on the left side. The right side is just, like I said, it's opening up the periphery, peripheral vision or whatever, but the actual vision is sort of hazy a little bit. So we'll see what happens. That's why I'm gonna be making, over the next 100 days, I'm going to make 100 videos, a video a day, and I'm implementing this protocol. We're going to be trying out different things. I'm going to be letting you guys know exactly how I feel, what my vision's like, if it gets better, if it gets worse along the way, and because you know how it is, it could change daily, and and we're the only ones that care about this shit. If you tell somebody like, "Hey, my, vision's going," or even when my vision was gone for 2 days, it's like, oh, my vision's gone in my right eye. Oh, okay. It's like nobody really gives a shit about it, right? So, because they don't know how to react to it, I guess. But so you're sort of by yourself with this. So I have like this GlaucomaHope.com. So it's a something for you guys to maybe learn from along the way as I go through this journey, and then a place for you to ask questions and do things along the way as well, and even share your experience. If you have some kind of something that's working for you, then share it here. Put it in the comments somewhere, and I'm happy to to look at what you guys are doing, too, as well. But also one more thing: why should you listen to me? Kind of thing. And well, why am I doing it for the first place? Is I think there is hope, right? I believe that there actually is hope and it can be stopped, it can be managed, right? So it's something you have to do every day, but that's what you have to do regardless with those stupid eye drops and everything that don't fucking work, right? So, but who am I? Why would you want to listen to just some guy, right? But I'm not just some guy. My name is Al Morenton. You could Google that shit right there. You see it. You'll see an abundance of things, mainly that I'm the founder of My Fit Life, 29 years in the wellness and fitness industries, right? So, healed a shit ton of people, like thousands of people. Here's like some pictures. Here's me with Patricia Bragg holding my book. Better Living with Whole Foods. There's me in front of My Fit Life, the wellness center. Also a competitive powerlifter, two-time national champions, state champion, multiple state records and stuff like that. Um, so I know what I'm talking about. You know, I've been, like I said, been owned a wellness center for, well, 2017 January will be 30 years that I've been professionally involved in the fitness and wellness industries. All right, so yeah, I know what I'm talking about, and extremely healthy. Just trying to get the eyes to where I can manage this glaucoma thing. All right, so if you guys ever have any questions, then just post them, and I'll be happy to get back to you. Thank you. Bye bye.